Hey guys, this is MCOGAMER27. My final thoughts on Star Trek Resurgence. Alright guys, as you know, if you know me, I am a die-hard Star Trek fan. I've been watching this from the original series all the way to Picard. I lived in Vegas for a few years and I met pretty much everyone. And this show to me, this franchise, it is a philosophy. It is a culture. As many Trekkies, because that's what we call each other, that's a diehard Trekkies. We've been blessed with great games. But then again, there's times that there have been games that are not as good. This game was developed by the Telltale series. There's the ones that did Jurassic Park, Guardians of the Galaxy, Borderlands, the Batman, and so forth. So this is a very narrative, story-driven game, because that's what these games are. And I think this style of game, because of what Star Trek is, I think this type of game is perfect for it. So as a Trekkie, when we heard that this game was coming out, I've been following this game almost 3 years now. Every Trekkie that I know, we were so excited and so blessed. Oh my God, I can't wait. This footage, what you're seeing here, this is captured on the Xbox Series X, and this is my gameplay. Yes, my gameplay. MCO Gamers gameplay. Let's begin. First and foremost, I gotta say that the graphics, because we're in 2023, and of course more technology, better graphics. This is probably the best Telltale game in graphics. On the Xbox Series X, it runs at a native 4K and at 30 frames. And then if you're running it on the Xbox One, it runs 1080p 30. But I gotta say, on the Xbox One, it needs some optimization. But on the Series X, on this footage here, the game runs excellent. It's native 4K, 30 frames, and they've really dialed up the graphics. So, great graphics, decent character models, well, more than decent character models. And yes, they really take the feel of the Star Trek franchise. The ship, when you walk around, the ambient sound in the background, they caught the feeling. The score of this game in the background is excellent. The ambiance, they really caught the feel of the franchise. So graphics are good, sound is good. The voice acting, you could tell that these actors put a lot of respect and love into their craft. Because the acting, it is top tier, very excellent. Now, who is this game is for? So you may ask, Jimmy, what are you saying that for? Alright guys, this is where it gets a little complicated. As a fan, of this series and of this franchise, of this culture, because that's what this is. This is a culture. Wow. The writing is written in a very high level. I think this is the most high level writing from any Telltale games. You could tell that they really emphasis in very high quality writing, to the point that if per se you're not a fan of this franchise, and if let's say you don't have no type of reference, it's gonna be very hard for you to really enjoy. And wow, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I gotta be honest. If you don't know nothing about this franchise, and the level of writing, the level of writing, it is so high that you're gonna be lost, because they make reference to the Borg, the Cardassians, the Ferengis. These are different species in this world, and they use them within their plot, within the campaign, and they just mention all those species. And if per se you don't have no type of reference, you are going to be lost, because our Cardassians have very distinguished personalities versus a Ferengi. And they make reference to each of those different species according to what's going on in the game. They mention Jean-Luc Picard. They mention Riker. And wow, like for me as a Trekkie, is amazing. But I gotta be fair. I think this game was written for the fans. I really think that, because people were so adamant of getting a good Star Trek game for the fans, I think Telltale put it upon themselves to make a game for the fans. Because I cannot see a mainstream audience, that has no knowledge about this franchise, really getting into it, because like I said, they keep naming different species because of their different personalities, and you must know the lore. There is no way around it. So, is this game one of the best Star Trek games that I've played, in the sense of the writing? It's written a very high level in English. Absolutely. But is this for a mainstream audience? I gotta say no. Unless you really, really into sci-fi and you could try to wing it, you could have fun. But for a mainstream audience, this game, it is not going to relate. But now, for a fan, for a Trekkie, for a person like me, oh my God, this is an incredible game. The writing, I keep saying, the voice acting, the references, and the story, it is very compelling because it's very Trekkie. Like, you could tell the people, the writers, they know about sci-fi. They know about Trekkies. They know about this world because they referenced everything. It's about science fiction. How to like get out of a really bad problem that like they're in space. They use sci-fi language explaining how they're going to use the stars, the sun, how they're going to use the warp speed. I mean, it's very sci-fi, but very Trekkie. So, like I said, if it's for a fan like me, a fan that loves this, oh my God, this is a dream come true. But for the mainstream audience, it's going to be very hard, guys. Well, guys, I truly hope you enjoy this quick final thoughts of my experience with Star Trek Resurgence. This is MCOGAMER27. Peace.